Yo, what's good, y'all? Back with another one. Man, it was an eventful second round. You feel what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. Like it was nonstop action. Well, for the most part, but I'm I'm fucking mad that it took forever for Detroit and Cleveland to fucking finish the series because the Knicks literally had a fucking week off. Literally, a week and 2 days off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was annoying as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. It's boring as shit without the Knicks playing basketball. But I'm going to preview the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals and who I think is going to ultimately get to the NBA Finals. First, the East. I got the New York Knicks beating the Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games. It might go 6, but I'm betting on it going 5 games because not only has Cleveland struggled with 2 offensively challenged teams with Detroit and fucking Toronto, their perimeter defense is lacking. Like I'm seeing people on fucking Twitter and shit talking about Dean Wade can guard Jalen Brunson. Yeah, okay. Like, how many more fucking people is going to be able to guard Jalen Brunson? And then when they guard the man, they can't fucking guard him. Like, we keep having the same song and dance every single season. Like, it's getting weird. Like, it's like they're looking for a new angle every single time, bro. Instead of actually keeping it real. Like, we literally just saw Jalen Brunson go against Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Dyson Daniels. Elite perimeter defenders, especially Dyson Daniels. Then we saw him go against VJ Edgecombe, the guy who actually guarded him the best during the regular season, not Dean Wade. Don't let these people lie to y'all. It was actually VJ Edgecombe, and then you have Kelly Oubre and Paul George. They all took turns on Jalen Brunson. And every last one of them dudes have gotten fried. So we're supposed to think Dean Wade is going to stop fucking Jalen Brunson. Cut it the fuck out, man. Like, seriously, bro. Like, cut it the fuck out. Like, Jalen Brunson is going to eat in this series. This is the series for him, in my opinion. He's going to win Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Because I think he's going to have a field day with fucking Dean Wade and Max Strus and James Harden or Donovan Mitchell, whoever guards him. A lot of people keep making that same fucking mistake that they made against the Sixers when everybody was talking about who's going to guard Tyrese Maxey, who's going to guard VJ Edgecombe. Mikal Bridges shut down Tyrese Maxey. Like, and then you have fucking, before OG got hurt, he was fucking locking up Paul George. You feel what I'm saying? And then you have fucking Josh Hart guarding VJ Edgecombe. Like, come on, bro. Like, we got matchups everywhere, dog. You feel what I'm saying? They talking about who's going to guard Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. Are you fucking serious with James Harden? James Harden is a fucking playoff scrub. This is how you know the Knicks get so much hate. They're counting on James Harden to fucking come through for the fucking Cavaliers, bro. In the playoffs. Cut it out. This man has no fucking playoff backbone, and y'all counting on him to beat the Knicks. Stop it. Like, I'm cool with Donovan Mitchell. He finally got over the hump, but Jalen Brunson's already spanked him a couple of times in a playoff series, and he did it in the East and the West. And then you got Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. This is going to be the time to see if they really improved, because every time Jared Allen and Evan Mobley go up against Mitchell Robinson, he suns them, and he still be fucking doing it. He did it on in the games that they played this year. He sunned them. He absolutely sunned them in the playoffs years ago when the Knicks and the Cavs played. And that's when the Knicks didn't really have a talented roster like that. It was mostly hard work, rebounds, and fucking second chance points. Because the Knicks couldn't shoot from the perimeter back in 2023. That's what ultimately was our demise against the Miami Heat. But, like I said, man, like, I respect what Cleveland has done as far as getting here, even though they've been extremely shaky as fuck. Like, but I think the Knicks are going to cook Cleveland. Like, I'll be surprised if this series goes 6 games. Like, I had more fear of Philadelphia going into the series than I do against Cleveland, because the Sixers at least got fucking perimeter defense. The Cavs don't got no perimeter defense. people keep talking about Mobley and Allen up front, but Cat and Mitchell Robinson, stop, man. None of them dudes up front is stopping fucking Cat. Stop playing me, bro. Cat's about to have a field day with them dudes. Especially if Jared Allen guard him. Good Lord. Cat's going to eat for Jared Allen. Pause. But like I said, I got the Knicks winning in 5 games over the fucking Cavaliers. I expect the Knicks to cruise in this series. Once they get the rust out in the first game, after the first quarter, the Knicks are going to cruise in this series. They're just a better team. And plus Cleveland playing 2 straight 7-game series, their legs are going to be weary. So I expect the Knicks to cook. But as far as the Western Conference Finals is concerned, I'm not going to lie. This series is a whole lot harder to fucking dissect and pick. Yes, the Spurs fucking beat Oklahoma City 4 out of 5 times in the regular season. And it wasn't a fluke, because they kept beating Oklahoma City the same way each time they played them. You follow what I'm saying? And Oklahoma City dynamic as fuck on both ends of the floor. But the one weakness that Oklahoma City does have, like, you can shoot, they can go quarters without really hitting a bunch of threes, because their perimeter shooting is inconsistent. That's why Oklahoma City gets to the rim more times than not. You follow what I'm saying? So, and the Spurs are equipped to deal with that because of Wemby. And then you got Stephon Castle and Devin Vassell and fucking De'Aaron Fox, Carter Bryant. They got a lot of bodies to throw at SGA. And then you got Dylan Harper. He's going to have to match wits with AJ Mitchell coming off the bench. So that's going to be a chess match with the benches. It's going to be a chess match with Wemby and fucking going against Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. But to be truthfully honest, though, the only, like, Oklahoma City's best chance in this series against the Spurs, because the Spurs got a matchup for them everywhere on the floor. Chet Holmgren's going to have to fucking grow up in this series, yo. He's going to have to grow up. Like, he's going to have to play like a man in this series against Wemby. He's got to. He ain't got no fucking choice. Because if he gets dominated in this matchup like he did in the regular season by Wemby, the Spurs are going to send the Thunder packing. And probably rather quickly. Because as great as Oklahoma City is, and they are phenomenal, they're great. They're the defending champions for a reason. But the Spurs have been a thorn in their side for the whole season, and they still seem like that thorn in my side. Because nothing that happened during the regular season and even into the playoffs has changed my mind about how Oklahoma City and San Antonio match up. But like I said, this series is going to come down to Chet Holmgren versus Wemby. Chet's going to have to demand the fuck up if they want to beat the Thunder. I mean, if they want to beat the Spurs, he's going to have to man up, bottom line. But as far as picking the winner of this series, shit. I'm going to go Oklahoma City in 7 games. Only reason I'm picking the Thunder is because of experience. That's it. Nothing else. Because talent for talent, the Spurs and the Thunder are literally on equal footing. And you can make some case that the Spurs are a little bit deeper than the Thunder. The Spurs are so fucking deep that Harrison Barnes don't even fucking play. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how real it is. But the Thunder need Jalen Williams this series. They need J-Dub this series against the fucking Spurs. They need him bad. They ain't winning this series without J-Dub. And I heard that he's on his way back for game 1 tonight. So he should be back. So that should be good for them. They need him in this series. They need him to knock the rust off. They probably going to bring him off the bench. But they need Jalen Williams this series. They're not winning this series without Jalen Williams, because they need another guy who can guard, and they can throw at Wemby and throw at Fox and Castle and Harper. You follow what I'm saying? But the big X factor too for the Spurs is Keldon Johnson. He's going to have to step up in this series. Keldon Johnson has been inconsistent in the playoffs this year so far. But I'm waiting for this series. This is the best series since the fucking. This is the best series to me since the Warriors versus Rockets in 2018. That's how great this fucking series is. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I can't fucking wait. But like I said, I'm gonna slightly pick the Thunder in 7 games, and it's literally by the slimmest of margins. So my pick, my NBA Finals picks is New York. I got the Knicks beating the Cavs in 5 games, and I got the Thunder beating the Spurs in 7. Like, it's literally gonna go down to the wire. That's how I feel about this series. But y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna let y'all. Peace.